Welcome back to Brazen Brits. My name is Lawrence.
And I'm Natalie.
Today we're going to talk about something that was actually spurred by our collaboration group. If you've seen our collaboration videos, we were having a conversation in our group.
Yep.
And it's something that we talk about a lot between us, especially now, because as you can tell, we're at our home base and we are desperate to get out on the road. So I don't want to make my family feel bad or anything, but we have family coming out for the next few weeks and then we're hitting the road. But I think this is something, and we want your help because I want your thoughts on this as well. So we're going to go through all the different types of RVs, why we like them, why we don't, and we want to know your opinions. Because we have not full-time RV in them, we've hardly even weekend most of them, so we want your opinions. So let's roll the intro and we're going to go straight through. Get the comments ready.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. I just wonder.
Alright, we're going to make this really quick because there's a lot here.
There are a lot of different
and I tend to
campers.
ramble, so if you see Natalie tapping my leg, it's because I'm talking too much. Or that, yeah. Or she just looks at me funny and I can feel her staring at me. Okay, so we're going to go through each one. We would love your opinions on what you have, why you like it, what you've tried, what you didn't like and things. But first off, very first one is a truck camper. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'll explain each of these first. So the first one is a truck camper. You put it in the back of a pickup truck. Right, so I know that Morton's on the Move have recently, well, they've had one for a while. They did Alaska in it.
Yep.
And Getaway Couple, who I think are friends with them,
Have also
Morton's on the Move obviously took them into buying one, and they love it. So, Natalie,
Yes.
we looked at a few, and we love them too.
Oh my god, they are so big inside.
Yeah.
It is shockingly big inside. I was like, oh, this could be a consideration.
Yeah, so it is. Obviously, our biggest problem is OP is a big dog, and so he wouldn't be able to take him. But I love them for the reasons, actually, that Morton's on the Move bought one, is because you can go off-roading in them. Not like crazy off-roading or anything, but you can go off-grid, you can go off-road, like on gravelly road and places in Alaska, everything like that. So drive across fields, anything a pickup truck can do. It's just a pickup truck with a really big heavy house on the back.
Yes, they are cool.
So we love them, but you couldn't full-time in it.
No.
You could do like weekend trips and things like that, or if you did dog shows, you could take it to like stay over rather than getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's valid, yes. It's
So
a consideration.
It's perfect for a single person without dogs.
Yes.
With dogs, it would be tough. Okay. Oh God, I could talk about it all day. Right, second one, Class B.
That's the vans, right?
That's the vans.
Hashtag van life.
Hashtag van life.
My vote.
So we very nearly, little secret here, we very nearly bought a Class B van last year.
Yes. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm like,
Did you forget?
I absolutely forgot.
It was just down the road. It was a really nice one. It was an older one. Oh, sorry, I should explain. A Class B van is just like a Sprinter van or a Ford van or a Ram van. You can get lots of different types. Like the most common ones are Winnebago do one. I know Airstream use the Mercedes stuff, and basically it's a little camper in a van.
Yes.
And they're really cool.
Do little campers, that's a Class B, right?
I don't know. I think they're a B+. Which we'll get onto in a moment. So Class B is fantastic. We love this idea. We would really, really like one. I would like to build my own at some point because I think that would be a fun project. But they are small.
Yeah.
Although you can get Class Bs with slides now.
I think, that was kind of the game changer for us. I was like, we would need a slide, I think.
Again, because of OP.
Yeah.
It's, he's a big dog. He doesn't
Well, and also the Wayward Wags raised a good point. If it's raining and you're stuck in there, there's really not a lot of room if you don't have the slides.
Yeah.
So, I didn't really consider that. I was just thinking, that's fine, we'll just stick the awning out or a tent and it will be fine. But actually, if it's like pouring it down, that's going to be...
Especially for more than a day, that would be rough.
Yeah, it would be pretty rough. So,
So the pros are you can go anywhere.
Stay anywhere.
You can park. It's easy to park. I mean, they're still big vehicles, but they're easy to park. The negatives are space is a big one. A lot of them don't have showers. Because of the space. You don't really want for something that you
outdoor
use.
Showers.
Yeah, they have outdoor showers out the back. And the other thing is they are crazy expensive. Even a van, an empty Mercedes Sprinter van, can be anywhere between $60,000 to $120,000 with nothing. That's not even with the camper stuff in. If you buy a camper van, they're way over 140, 150.
Yes.
Okay, but the other thing there is another class of Class B which I would love is a stealth Class B. Now these are all pretty much like home built, so They basically, it looks like a plumber's van from the outside, but inside it's all a camper. There are tons of van life videos. Go and check them out if you want to do that. I would love a stealth van.
You're so weird. That's all he's been going on about. He's like, I want no one to know that it's a van. I'm like,
no.
Why?
Because I'm going to
that
park.
Makes no sense.
I want to be able to park outside someone's house without anyone even knowing, and I'm going to sleep there. I want to watch TV. And
That's
everything.
weird, but okay.
Oh yeah, I'm not a psycho. I swear, that's not what I meant.
You said it. I want to be able to park out someone's house and make sure they don't know it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
No,
honey,
that's weird.
whatever you want to do.
That's weird. Luckily, I edit this
You
video.
meant outside of shops, yes? Darling?
Anywhere. I just want to be able to drive a van, park up, and live in the van without
Yes.
anyone noticing.
I know what you're on about.
Right, Class C. A Class C is like for someone who doesn't know, it's like a camper van. Like a bigger camper van. Is that how you describe it?
Motorhome.
A small motorhome.
Yes, a small
so
motorhome.
Class C. Now, we loved a Class C. It was the Thor Outlaw.
Oh, the 29J.
29J, I think. See, we both
It was
even
a
remember it.
toy hauler version. That
It was a toy hauler.
So cool.
It looked like a little motorhome, but the back came down as a deck, and you can also
Gave you
put your
so
toys
much
in
more
there.
room,
So
yeah.
it was, I mean, the living space was obviously smaller, but and but it has a Happy Jack lift bed. And
That was
we loved
very
it.
cool.
We loved it.
We did, yeah.
So anyway, we love the Class C. The problem is. Even though they're small and compact and you can go to many places, you can't really go off-roading. You can't.
No.
They're still highway things. They don't look stealth.
They're big.
They are big, not as big as like Class A or anything, but
Yeah.
I
Still
think
bulky.
it's I think you kind of get the best of both worlds, and I think that's why we loved it. We had a little bit of space. They also had a slide, and we had all the amenities in there. It had a shower and toilet and everything like that, but it wasn't massive.
True, but it came back to the fact that if I just want to go to dog training and not competition, that would be a pain in the arse to take. I can't just throw
Really?
all the dog stuff in there and take a Class C to training. Now, for dog shows, absolutely, there's RV parking
Oh, I see
everywhere.
what you mean.
But I'm talking about just going to training. That's not very convenient.
Yeah. Just to expand on that, Natalie does a lot of agility dog training, so it normally starts at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And so she's fed up of getting up at 4:30 to get there for 6 because it's somewhere in Florida. So that's one thing that we wanted, and she won't tow our rig. Okay, we did miss one. It was a Class B plus. It's like a van, but it's slightly bigger. That's it. Class C plus or a Super C are fantastic.
Now, I thought Super Cs are more like the Class A's. I thought they were.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Super Cs,
They're the really expensive, cool ones,
Yeah.
right? So it has the truck front,
Yeah.
but a Class A on back.
Yeah, we've been in some really cool ones.
Oh my goodness.
We have some friends
At
with
the
these.
Switch It Up huddle, like
Yeah.
some people have some really.
Yeah,
You know who you are.
Anyway, but the driving position at the front is more like a van.
Yes, I like those.
So they're very similar to a Class A, which is the big coach type.
Yeah.
We'll talk about these at the same time. Class A is a big square coach,
Yes.
right? Can have a gas engine or a diesel pusher, and you sit there and it's like a big bus.
Yes.
A Class C is a Super C is basically the same size, but you have
you're
like
like
a
driving a
better
truck.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is other differences as well. This is why I need your help in the comments for this. But yeah, the other thing is that the Super Cs are typically more expensive than the Class A's.
And why
if
is
not
that?
very close.
Like,
I'm not really sure.
I'm not. Yeah. If anyone knows
Yeah, in the
why.
comments, please. We're not really sure why.
Because it's a shame, because we saw some nice Class A's that were like 150,000 at
Yeah,
the show,
but-
and we were like, ooh. And then I saw a Class C, and I'm like, yes. And then I looked and went, no, because it was $250,000.
Yeah, they're way more expensive. But obviously, Class A's, you can get Class A's that are that
Prevo.
or
Not
yeah,
Prevost, but
Not-
Prevo.
It's Prevo.
Oh, sorry, Prevo.
I asked the man. All right, we're talking about this. Okay, let's go. You're meant to be tapping me. Keep me moving.
Sorry, I'm rambling
All right,
too.
okay, so a small travel trailer. We know lots of people who have small travel trailers. I know Jonathan and Patrick from our collaboration both have smaller trailers.
And Todd and Magda, right?
Todd and they have a
Oh,
bigger
they've
one now.
upgraded.
No, they did have a
They
small
did have
one.
a small one, yeah.
So yeah, they are great for weekenders. Perfect.
Yeah,
we
going
had
away
a
for
small
the
family.
weekend, yeah,
that would be
true.
fantastic. Full-time living would be tough. Todd and Magda actually did a lot of long trips in their tiny trailer.
They did, yeah.
And they were away for weeks. I have no idea how you guys did that. I'm sure there's other people who do that. I know Jonathan does that. In fact, Patrick and Paddy, they have a small trailer and they go away for months.
Again, we're talking about our collaboration people. So
Sorry,
if you
we're just
haven't
talking
seen
about
those, go and check out their
So no,
channels
there is a
as
small
well.
travel trailer that it wouldn't really work for us.
No.
It's nice to tow a little trailer. I think even you would tow the little trailer. There's just not enough space, and for full-time living, definitely not.
Yep.
All right, then you have the large travel trailer. That's what we have. We have the Grand Design 312 BHTS. It's huge. We have a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, a living room, and an office.
Yes.
And it's basically the largest travel trailer you can get, I think. I think there may be one or two other ones that are slightly bigger. Works perfectly for us.
Yes.
My biggest thing is I need the office in the back so that I can work. We love it. That's why we've decided we are keeping it, and we're
Just
going
not
to do
easy
some
to tow.
upgrades. But yeah, it's a pain to tow. It is big.
Yes.
All right.
That would be the negative.
Small fifth wheel.
Oh, we saw one when at the RV show again because we were looking for a dog friend of ours, and they was cute and actually really spacious. I was surprised.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of the space underneath, I felt.
Yep.
But it was a Grand Design that we went and looked at, and I was
Yep,
like,
I
this is
remember.
actually really cool. I was quite surprised, but
Yeah,
pleasantly
it was
surprised.
the smallest fifth wheel. They say you can tow it with a half-ton truck like an F-150. Don't do that
Please don't
because
do
of the payload.
Go
and
watch his
stuff.
payload video.
Yeah, go. Yeah, it's. I mean, you can. I mean, I think legally you can do that, but I wouldn't. And so, yeah, no, I really like the fifth wheels. The cool thing is that they hook into the back of the truck.
Yes.
And so that makes them a lot shorter. If you think ours connects at the end, we have like, if you overlap it, that's like 5 feet of the rig is over the truck, which makes the whole thing a lot shorter.
Well, and towing is a lot nicer
And
because
towing,
of
yeah.
that sway.
Because it's on the rear axle rather than at the back of the truck hinging like this. It's on there, and anyway, there's a whole science to it. But yeah, we love the small fifth wheels.
Very cute, but still
yeah.
no office for Lawrence. So
No,
use to
so
us.
that's the problem. It's great for weekenders or even long timers.
And dog events.
And anyway, then there's a large fifth wheel. So Dustin and Leslie.
So that's more for the full timers, I feel.
yes,
High, the high tops in there are.
Yeah, it's like a house inside.
It's brilliant,
fantastic.
yeah. And then you
Yeah.
have loads of entertaining space
Yep.
and huge bedroom. It is
Some of them have
absolutely
2 bedrooms,
a
plus
house
you have a living
on wheels.
Yeah. And then, so Rob and Michelle, our friends, they have the Solitude. They're huge as well.
Oof,
They're like
yeah, that's
a
a
huge house.
big,
yeah, they are.
big
They are massive.
rig.
But even bigger than that, we can move on to toy haulers.
Toy haulers,
So
the
toy haulers,
ultimate there.
yeah, is where the back flips down and you can get a car or a golf cart or motorcycles, or you just have a huge garage in the back.
Yes, very cool.
And they're really cool. So the Momentums are probably the most popular, but you have a lot of other ones as well. So for us, I think that's too big. We would have the same, where we have the largest travel trailer. I think having the largest fifth wheel is a bit of a pain.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it'd be too big, and we just don't need that. That's the end of my list. I know there are others.
Mm-hmm.
A pop-up camper you can have. They look quite cool nowadays. They're much better than they used to be.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love to try one, but that's more for camping. You can tow it with a car, a regular car, and then it's just a little flat trailer, and then it all pops out. And so that would be cool, like, for the outdoorsy people that just want to drive for a couple of hours, go on a hike, and then sleep, and then get up and go for
Well, I
another
feel that's the same then for the teardrop people or the pods.
Teardrop, yeah, that's a good one. Yep.
Because they're just the hard version of that, and they literally are like a bed on wheels. There's nothing much else in there.
It's a tiny trailer with a bed, and then they normally have a kitchen at the back.
Yeah, again, weekend in the forest kind of thing, camping, fishing, and
That would be
hiking.
cool. Yeah,
Perfect.
just a place to sleep.
Not when you have dogs. I'd never have that with dogs.
No, you couldn't do that. Unless you had a van as well. You could tow that with
true.
a van.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. I could have the van, you can just sleep in the trailer.
Oh, thanks.
Perfect. All right, and the other one, I'm sure there's others that we've missed, but the other common one is a school bus.
Oh, the
A converted
Skoolies,
school
the
bus.
conversions.
I love them personally. Natalie's not a fan.
No, because they don't have the slide outs or anything.
No, they
It's
don't. They're just one long.
a bus.
Yeah, and Papa Drew has one. We did a video on that, and it was $120,000. I think that included
It
his
didn't
truck.
cost that.
And
I was going to say that was his
well,
renovations.
he bought the
cost.
bus. He completely renovated. He's got a hot tub in it.
Yeah.
We can link to a video. It's during our Route 66 trip.
Yeah.
So yeah, he bought the truck. He had the side by side that he tows on top of the truck, and he renovated the Skoolie as well as buying it. So I think
But
the
fun
full
fact-
cost is $120.
on Skoolies. We actually went to a demolition derby recently, and they do figure of 8 school buses, right, where they smash into each other and fall over. It's brilliant.
Best night ever.
But they were actually talking about the fact that there's not many school buses that do it anymore because people keep buying them and renovating them into Skoolies that they're so
Into RVs.
expensive that people don't race them anymore.
Yeah, they used to be really cheap vehicles that you
Yeah.
could go banger racing with, and now they just cost an absolute
Absolute fortune, yeah.
just empty. So there is that, but that's a huge thing. Like the Skoolie Palooza, we've never been. That's a big
Like a fan rally?
Like a rally.
Like a rally.
Yeah, it's a big rally on the West Coast. All right, we should probably end it here. I don't know how long we've been talking.
No, but we would love to know what you
Yes.
have and what you currently use, and if it's full-time, part-time, weekend warriors.
Yeah. I would love to know what you've had and why you changed as well. Again, I'm gonna, like Patrick from Travels with Delaney. He was talking about this. He's had a whole bunch of rigs, so they're quite happy with their smaller one now. They used to have a big fifth wheel and things like that. So we'd love to know what you have had, and what you liked about each of them.
And what you want. What's your dream rig?
See, the problem is I think everyone wants what they can't have. Thanks, Opie. Everyone wants what they can't have.
True.
Right, so we have a travel trailer. I want a little Class B. If I had a Class B, I'd be like, no, I need the travel trailer. Or we need a Class A or something. And obviously money's a big factor. People don't really talk about that, but we can't afford a Class A. We can't afford a Super C.
No.
So
That would be selling the house and refinancing.
yeah, going to the Tampa RV show and things, like we stayed out of those because I'm worried that we're going to go, everyone we walked in we wanted to buy. And then we're thinking about, right, how can we make this work? If I can get a third job, that might work. Anyway, we're going to end it here. So thanks for all your comments in advance. That's very useful. If you like the video, hit like. We have the thanks button. You can hit that too. I'm going to leave a video or a playlist up here that we think you will enjoy. And if you would like to become a Braziere and support Natalie and myself, you can hit the join button. All right, we will see you next week.